finances ye, see share finances ye, yes, start to see the name to ye, said the mechano, who make sure say with the name to 2 year. Change them will be send a share finances ye, see making sure so we know what is coming and what is going out, right? You know, the bad in the echo. And then so budgeting to be like I say, when you budget now all of a sudden will be another second so now you're paying attention. Most after what being a margin and I'll be a buffer. So that margin gives you options. It's the emphasis on the car na fee say fee me budget na fee me obi anka every year me did 2,000 be fee 2,000 crowns so me go kra me sa akopɛ bosia. Now I'm paying attention. I know where my money is going. Now we say all of a sudden you must start TBB. I feel we say oh say me here 1,500 pay that 500 no menya no and my margin that margin no my options it's you wealthier we are in area there are extra money that gives you option to be able to help others, to be able to do the things you want to do. You know, so being wealthy gives you option. That is why it's so important. Say they make manage how because we need that options. No, we need that options. It's a juma prana in nation say steady action be say juma the biana won't the crown a kuntem. Nyama won't na wo ye adwuma na the stress ne saa ne yin nipa be bri on ma saa ne man create reduce na ye saa de be wu ne saa ne man na those things are very important in making sure that we are getting ourselves out from so those things it's important you have to be wealthy. I'll say it again, we don't have to make 500,000 to be wealthy, but the discipline the best starting term consistency na na kakra everything am yetimi free that situation your options. Yes, and the good thing is when you have that margin, now you have the options. Option is saying say now no there at next can so now is so me bia beka ti dem emphasis at obi a bia me tua me dan ka wi a it me dem 500 na to me dan ka so sa to be when dan na ka say me 30 years tua wi no na bia me 15 years me tua wi na no so no na ama me more options because now I'm saying dan ka $1,000 guess what now your $1,000 no as I give me more options the margin gives you options. The option is it gives you a friend saying no so boa ma utimi the next step. So the options are very, very important. You free to be a number affinity save to the point say now no your emergency fund of maybe 6 months, emergency fund of maybe a year. Because me just can be breed me and I say me save more. Now no that's when by say me manager hame omo team adwuma me timi ka so me jai because me say me tena fie 6 months kra me pay adwuma 2-3 months na manya adwuma kra na I've already saved for that. That is the option part is also very, very important because it will be broad my situation be more nyama tete nyama high but intimi jai was here you sorry pa and as was here sorry me the same place na yempe no the same things na why? Because we don't have any margin and options to be able to drew that point now. The margin will give us the options. The options will give us what? More peace. So more peace. The peace to my day and my joy. This is another part that is so important. We need those options. We need those options. And being wealthy gives you that options. Being wealthy gives you that options. And you can't ask me now, okay, how do I become wealthy? That comes to the question of the day. How do I become wealthy? The only way to become wealthy is to set goals. In any goals, and I say you say you see any that should be an BBC and so say or see 30 goals. Now you make sure say here grow your money. Very important, you'll see 30 goals, you make sure say you grow your money. You move be bro fee say you can say be crana obi was car. Ade ba yitrans o nkrofo we mu. Omo de your friend saying inheritance no munyae. Emu bibiri ho a yadwe nyinaa no. So we mu de inheritance no munyae. But research na sɛ mpɛnsɛmpɛnsɛ mu kyerɛ sɛ ɛnte saa koraa ɛnte saa sɛ wohwɛ ɔmo a sɛ yɛmfa sɛ ɔmo a ɔmo di wɔ sika mu anaasɛ millionaires a ɛwɔ kurom hanom a wohwɛ mu a emu bɛyɛ 79 almost 80% ɛnyɛ ɔmo a ɛyɛ self-made millionaires ɔmo a na starteyɛ ɔmo a mfiri sika mu na pieyɛ anaasɛ yɛngye ɔmo biribi ɔmo a na startey kakra nti yɛmfa sɛ woyi nipa 10 biara na emu 8 deɛ ɔmo a na started sɛdeɛ me ne wo te ha a yɛsɔre kɔ adwuma ɛba no ɛna kakra ɛna ɔmo de bɛduru hɔ no na kakra ɛna ɔmo de bɛduru hɔ no ɛno no ɛnyɛ ɔmo fiti a na siyɛ ɔmo sɛte plan ɔmo sɛte goals sɛ sɛ nea pɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ɛna ɔmo follow kakra you know deɛ wosi ho ne sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ look slim and fitter also wokɔ gym wontimi ntena hɔ ha sɛ mepɛ sɛ menya muscles na wote hɔ na wodidi wonyɛ hwee na muscles na ba. It doesn't work that way. If you want to be wealthier, you have to have a goal, you have to have a plan. Now when you have the plan as well, now we follow the also, then you have to grow the money. You have to grow the money. You don't want now start say and be even cry no and one day sɛ mepɛ sɛ menya muscles a ɛnyɛ one day mekɔɔ gym na he na me muscles na yɛ kakraka and then 2 days and then 3 days ɛyɛ kakra. It goes back to the same the discipline, the consistency, those things. Now your friend is saying you got to give something. You have to give something. You have to sacrifice for it. There should be something. You know, there's a price for everything. It can't just happen. It doesn't work that way. It has to be hard work, consistent and discipline. The discipline part, is so important too. Because imagine, say, if you are doing something for a while, they be consistent. They be is so important. So becoming wealthy doesn't just happen. It's becoming successful. It just doesn't happen. You have to work for it. I know once a while obit me in BB can do crana hey look to be na fine. Most of the time those things happen crana. You share almost 99% of people winning lottery almost says canina because and yet that form of world building the almost sad and yes, our form of discipline, yes, our form of consistency, it is all of us in us. If you want to be wealthier, you have to have a goal. Then you have to grow that money. Then you have to be consistent doing that hard work because it's hard work. Making sure that dream, the goal now, about reality. That's the goal now, about happen. It just won't happen. It doesn't work that way. It was a premium. Also, the BB2, so also making sure say, a BB away. Is that these days no man I so simple. Okay, TikTok me idea. What can said yeah. Okay, so your word here, free and free soon about the tone same. Okay, yeah, but yes, and it's one something that give you have to sacrifice for it and make sure you do those things. So if you want to be wealthier, you have to follow these 4 steps. Let's look into those 4 steps now. I will say it me a year. Near she bit me amaye di uskemu, bit amaye so yet me build the world and be. You make sure that the can a world building and you say you see make it giddy and some kwane. One, you'll see a work hard, work and earn an income. By far our world building too. Our best world building to income. Yaketua, and it be a day between a boy, a might ye use Kamana say between be wealthy. I'd said him a and I catch you also the deba, compensation, and yet 50 no ya. I'd say woo BB and a debro. I'd say over so I call Jumanopa, and I said what build the BB, so one call Juma crana. I don't know, a year Jumane Bruska. Nti ne nyinaa yɛhia income. there's no way ultimately build the world without income. I will say when your income. Now work it hard. Now we increase our income. No? You try to increase it, if possible. Say be a start year maybe as a 20,000 a year na me make here. Sɛ me build 20,000 no, my year juma for 30 years na me just do 20,000 no. That's how build the world I think. If you try as much we work hard. Na say promotions na be nya obetimi abeta yourself so many things no. Now do wo kwa animu na 20 no, 30 na 40. Esa na o build ya eboa ɛma ɛnyɛ denden kɛse than say obetime baby at now for 30 years, not 30 years, 20,000 make. It's here working out bringing in income, hard and not just income, just like you try to increase the amount, try to improve. There was so many ways. Now before so much less animal now, you have to be very intentional. Also, you're very intentional. This is what I want intentional. Now, yes, I am now. It is don't get our promotions now between here, and that's what between your side hustles be and at the same time, say the ways I bet me build it, bet me a dear enyeska, see between us also cut it down expenses. You make sure say we still on budget. You make sure say you cut down expenses. If you want to get more money, bring in more money. Either say cut down expenses or you increase your income, or doing both. I suggest doing both. Or cut down income, or cut down expenses, or increase income, and more. It's working hard, earning an income. And that's anyway now, say as a compensation, income, a compensation. A day and a day, there are 3 ways of compensation. So yeah, a day and a way, a day and a way, and I say what you do, because idea we say the demand for it, a way so it try say it's a food be our or try say we improve on that side no. We improve on that side no. Now making sure say the idea we now say how good an idea so we what you do the if I say the way I will see you good for what then also. And the compensation. These are some of the things are amount compensation are very strong. Idea we send you see any madene yefa. And then the nyama miensa amount compensation. Amount the be strong. Amount the be you are up there on top there. One dear na me idea we send I didn't see see we had deal with and then say in yes simple see bit me to the business say ebi a woyɛ biribi a ɛyɛ so common obi atumi bia sɛ biribi bia ba na yɛkate awo sɛ wo ne yɛkate wo first because the wo demand no and adeɛ no a woyɛ no demand no ɛyɛ hɔ bebree but sɛ woyɛ biribi na sɛ woyɛ so good at it even koraa sɛ nipa ɛyɛ no dɔɔso na woyɛ good paa wo sɛ de biara no yɛ in there nti if you trying to build water also make sure say ade na woyɛ no woyɛ very good or woyɛ expert wow biara no basi wo sɛ le nkurɔfoɔ koraa na wo na ɛnka na the first one no usually no take care of saa nneɛma no nyinaa nti na adeɛ a woyɛ no sɛ ne wosie good no so woyɛ good na second one is going to take care of the third one which is how difficult for you to be replaced. Even so biara replaceable but there are some people it's so hard to replace them. Building wealth no ehia sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ saa level duru saa level no so ebɛtumi aboa wo mɛka wo nyinaa no ɛnka sɛ sukuu a wokɔɛ ne saa nneɛma nyinaa no that means sɛ wokɔ sukuu no koraa na sɛ woamfa nkɔyɛ adwuma ama ebia nyɛ expert a it still won't materialize anything na sɛ woankɔ bi koraa sɛ biribi a woyɛ ɛtumi de sika ɛba so a anaasɛ ɛtumi boa wo na wo experience mu nso a ɛno so yɛ na nso bɛtumi aboa aduru hɔ nom so number one, we are able to try one year work any income. Or by far our most world building tool is our income. By far our most world building tool is our income. Number two, growing our money. sometimes I think I was saying earlier on how we all know and I just say sika the bank kwane beda take risk bia na isika aiwe. See compounding growth bibia Einstein kind of says the eighth of the world. People that understands it, earns it, and if you don't, you rather pay for pays it. Compounding growth, which as we were discussing earlier on, say if I put $150 a month from my 25, and I said from my 20 or 25, all the way to maybe retire of 65, which probably might be 40 years. I'll probably get about 100 and maybe 1.2, 1.3, right? So 159, the total was from that year. If you calculate here, the 150 will be about 200,000 for that 40 years because 150 but guess how much money that I will make at the end of 40 years? At the end of 40 years, I'll make about 1.2, 1.3. But the real money now, because I made the 200, it's about 200,000. So why? Because of compounding growth. That's why we have to grow our money. Say, sideline say you don't want to take risk. Fine, it's good, it's very good. Say we see what that mindset, but you have to grow it. We have to grow it. It doesn't because yes, I won't mean yes, it doesn't make sense. You have to take some risk. It's good to know. Say if you don't know something, especially when it comes to investing, you don't go in. At least in you say the past 100 years, the stock exchange has been averaging 9-10%. If I'm putting that my 150 in there for a long time, it's an average, every year beyond consistently, some years might go down, some years might go up, but on average, it's about 9-10%. Yeah, Masicana internal was grow the scan. I'm see a time so you a halfway go commercial break, but commercial break na yababe twaso. Till for one train na in commercial break emra. And your boy Patrik Barfi, Daddy Lumba was saying a Sikasem program na any day brown. If you're working so hard, you cannot get ahead. Meet us every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Here we help people to pay down their debt, manage risk, and invest for a long time, or invest or save and invest. You share ideas. Na you also say suade. The topic no say kwan bɛn na yɛbɛfa so a build wealth. Yɛte wealth bebree. Kwan bɛn so na yɛso yɛbɛfa ebitie ɛne yɛka. Ɛnɛ baabi a yɛduru no na yɛwɔ growing your money. Say kwan yɛbɛfa so build wealth na once yɛbɛnya income. Yɛbɛyɛ adwuma na yɛde income abɛfi ɛyɛ by far most wealth building tool. It doesn't matter what it is, it's period. It does in fact your income or the compensation now winyano and then build the wealth. To say me to one me train say me papa wiska menyano and your plan a bet me happen there by your plan be able to me see. Hey, me train na me me dilutu and send my build the wealth and your plan. Hey, a bit me happen there by any plan. You say building wealth and getting rich, a big difference. Getting rich, it is a lotto win for be between for the financial win for be hey naba, but between a you swim to a good between to build the wealth. But all train for world building so yeah, you'll be starting gradually, consistently building it, discipline. Hey, two different things. Now you say building your friends a world building and yet you see me draw in your case a world pet near year when free group no we dey asɛ dey nkan ho because yɛhwɛ yɛni so nneɛma yɛhu sɛ yɛfi sɛ ɔmo build wealth no anaasɛ ɔmo yɛ rich no anaasɛ ɔmo yɛ wealthy no ɛyɛ ɔmo a ɔmo flashy cars ɔmo dadan akɛseɛ ne saa nneɛma no nkoa no ɛnyɛ saa na teɛ bibia ebetumi build wealth no bi na nyɛ sɛ make 500,000 kwa because obi make 500,000 na wodi sika no nyinaa at the end of the year oni hwɛ na obi make 50,000 na wotumi save 2,000 kwa a year na mmienu ho na ɛyɛ rich nti no ɛyɛ sɛ wonya osika kɔ soro wo make more ɛboa ma baabi a apɔ no woduru hɔ ba osika so kora nkɔ soro ha so wobɛtumi ayɛ grow money nti no stages na yɛduru ana ne yɛduru sɛ ɛbɛyɛ dɛ nso yɛtumi afa so abuild wealth no bi one ɛwɔ sɛ yɛnya income ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma na income ba ɛwɔ sɛ ɛhwɛ one ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma na income ne ba work and earn an income and number one. Number two, we have to grow our money. Sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma nko asa ne asɛ wu saa ɛne yɛbɛbɔ akyekyɛ na still yɛntumi nnuru baabi a yɛduru na mmom yɛhu sɛ yɛde sika ɛto na ɛwo na yɛnyi yɛmfa yɛn nsa nka na ɛno so wo na ɛwo ne ɛsɛ de bi ka ho na ɛwo na ɛkɔ na saa no ɛno mmom tumi boa yɛn ɛma obi a nka 40 years ne yɛde for 150 ɛhwɛ a bɛyɛ 200,000 pɛ na yɛbɛto hɔ nso no by that time no ne yɛwɔ bɛyɛ 1.2 1.3 that means say the compounding growth no ɛyɛ adwuma and we need that yɛhia saa de no ɛbɛyɛ yi because ɛna ɛnyɛ no nko a sɛ yɛguru yɛ wealth nyinaa we have to be smart about it too. I know there are people who on my yate kurum a yɛte stories bebree about Enron, about different companies na ɛyɛ friends made up company friends saying all those people in nan who invest baako pɛ osika nyinaa na de akɔ akɔhyɛ ɛyi baako mu a retirement money ɛsɛ company no gu a wonyina wagu very good. So these days we have indexing fund mutual funds a ɛno deɛ ɛtɔ nneɛma bebree nti baako koraa kɔ a wɔwɔ nneɛma 20 na watɔ ɛna ɛyɛ yi a baako kɔ fam a 19 da so wɔ hɔ nti ɛno so boa nti you have to be smart about those things so build the wealth a saa nneɛma no nyinaa boa ma ɛkɔ so because wo build the wealth na sɛ woantumi anyɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa nkukurum sika no nyinaa de akɔgugu adeɛ baako mu na adeɛ baako no kɔ fam a ɛnyɛ na ɛde ahokyerɛ aba. So we have to be very smart about those things too. And you grow your money, sometimes no, your money, sometimes it's so funny, cry because if you cry to the point it me chase can see in piscan. Your chase can see in piscan. Why? I don't know because here we hear Juma na uji income. We hear Juma W2. Most companies are more 401ks near them. Most them match a certain percentage now. That's why I'm talking about free money. Most companies 3%, 4%, 5%. Almost say, we have been kuadia, we have 401k in kuadia. You match sama. It's no pet yenye. You want to build wealth. What's a pet yenye? I mean, it's not smart. Nti making sure says those things no see and say kasa nneɛma nyinaa na boy me to say make no ɛnyɛ the 500,000 a year now making no the 300,000 no nko ha but we have to be smart, we have to be consistent, we have to be disciplined. CMA is card for free or CH. Just then we move to the next step. Most people have 401k, 34B, the same thing, 401k, 34B. Private companies here 401k, when working for the government, counties, and I say non-profit 304B, the same thing. And the government and the military, only TSP, they the same thing. Just depend on the type of a year and the money change by the same thing. In those days, most people, most companies, match it's a G match. At the same time, no, MIA deferred the taxes. It's necessary my tax bracket be at 30 and I say 24. Now, no, me say me into your tax, no funny now, mommy. The China be a tax above for because me retire, maybe be uncle my life, of course, me tax the conform. That time, no, instead of saying now me to 24%, no, now maybe I'm to 10%, 15%, 12%. So you have to be smart about those things. These are some of the things the wealthy make sure they don't let it go. They take it. Yeah. Wohwɛ koraa na wohwɛ the wealthy 1% na wobɛ calculate no na wo koraa no by calculation percentage wise no now will be a will making more money no wotua tax kyerɛ mo. Why? Because they take advantage of every tax system meeting almost they can get their hands on. They take advantage of all those things. No more yeah. Na ya ye make cases na yɛde na wontumi nyɛ saa. Nti yeso kakra na yɛnsa bɛka no ɔsɛ yɛtumi yɛ because yɛ build the wealth a yɛhia those things nyinaa to be able to build our wealth. It's a 401k is near the wonyɛ koraa nyɛ the match the company de bɛ match no gye menka sɛ gyina hɔ a yɛ more but at least ɛno deɛ wɔ sɛ wogye. I will say at least 401k. This animal the match also so the more I would do this year say is 22,500 and I'll bet me any tax defer also 22 where 60 or more 50 or more extra thousand count right it's in a good so bet me I did those things because we're trying to build wealth say make it 1,000 make it 100,000 because with this scanning now say if I can put all the 22,000 first the 23,000 at home instead of I being taxed on the 100,000 that won't happen because I'm saying they should defer the 23,000 now you better pay taxes your friend is saying 77,000. And imagine my government taxes of maybe 4,000. Now I'm paying taxes of maybe 2,900. I have 1,000 saved for now. I have deferred that. And also remember I said invest in a grew the growth. If we're trying to build wealth, all these are some of the things we don't have to let it go. By now, so you go back to the same thing. As a son, you be brave. We are also already now intimidating that freedom, that option. Now you can't earlier on now. You has to be doing because it will be brave. Hoduma, ye juma pa is cano and ye dear. We have a friend is saying Salve name on it. We have Toyota company name on it. This kind of a tour echo. We need that option so that we can grow our money, so that we have. You get a margin, then the option, and then the see between some margin, you between invest in you grow that money. You're making sure that one, yes, Juma grow, yes, no, we grow in that money. So the small nearby day chair for free, the tax friends saying 401k matches, 3OB matches, the TSP matches, making sure say a budget those ones also. IRA, the same thing. IRA is individual retirement account. Those companies, we are Juma, all right, we are W2, and that's why 1099. When you're a contractor, you don't qualify for be at the company in a year. And also you have the option to do IRA with the same benefits as the only thing I wouldn't say won't match because I want away. And our company, that's a company, Sukrano, more 401k Nibia, which means IRA. So we all have the option to be able to get those things, that make me a great world. I mean, great world. To making sure that we are making those smart decisions, everything we are buying, where to build the world because you will be one 500,000 a year make it. But from what we are going through, the Nyama discussing additional issue in nature say if we are disciplined, we are consistent. Now we try to for some options in your margin where budgeting it, yes, we also can build wealth by gradually consistency and the efforts, the discipline, and all those things. So it's very imperative that they make sure say we grow in our money. We won't let it just sit. So you grow that money, Now also you take advantage of all the tax advantages. You take it, and you're tax free. It's tax defer. Tax defer. The other ones are technically you can say, and then yet 401k if you want to do also those things now, you have HS in this annual no to me those tax differ no. Even student your friends 529 yeah, no. For those things. We have to be very smart about those things. No? So as much as every advantage that is out there, yeah, that's what we do, right? Yet you grew your money. Yeah, you grew money. When it comes to the saving and growing the money now, what we do, the mentality of the rich is to invest first and spend later. The mentality of the poor, spend first and invest later. By the time I was spending, we'll draw about invest next canasa. The next month, the same way, next month, 30 years, even when you retire, but the rich invest first. I mean, say they make can be a 401k or you also in there. But the time is scanning tona in seminal. Now they also invest in when invest here it is kind of ban in seminal, which me spending in there. That's just simple. Jamaican insanity. Invest first, then before you spend. It is if the money that hits your account and smart, that means you have to head out there, make more money. That's what the rich of the mentality. Invest first before you spend. Don't spend first before you invest. I can guarantee you one thing. By the time you finish spending, you won't get anything to invest. Yes. So growing our money is very key part of this. Staying allergic to debt. It's very funny and very interesting when it comes to staying out of debt, right? They're very, very, when you look at it, about 86% of the population, 86%, when we ask them, say, nipa 10 be at least almost close to 9, and 9 of them is the rich. What no said the rich get richer because they go in debt to get rich. Or and I say omubobusia and they get rich. Meaning bibi omuye biara no more de either some yomukwaji loan at the talk car and as muji loan at the cool school and as some credit cards no use. That is your mentality. And I say be brave but guess what? If you are only 6% of the rich of millionaires and they even more credit card debt. Use credit card debt. Even when it comes to as compared to the general population now, which is 40%. Nipa bebree adwene almost say, oh, we mu die onyeska because say the busia and a yen in that's what the busia in yeska. That's what the debt in yeska is never true. And yet true sada. And yet true. So even cry share or more or millionaires or more worth millionaires or more businesses near there, only 10% of them pay. And yes, that means most of them don't run those businesses debt free. And that idea, say, as the rich are always in debt doing those things, is never true. The fastest way, to be able to build wealth is being debt free. Most people that are wealthy will tell you that. Even the companies and people who want to be companies are even crying on they are selling stuff. They can let you buy them in debt, no crown. They will tell you these people. One of them is Henry Ford, founder of Ford. He names a Ford Motors or more financial demand Ford. And so Ford say the laziest way to get by I said people being in debt. That's the laziest way to purchase stuff. Laziest way. And so no crown. Now kutoka na pesi finance more. They have finance or meeting ayama. So me and my adrenaline says so debt no kwana way. By staying out of them. Why? Because there are so many interest you pay on debt. Now later there are penalties and all those things. So that actually, you see, when we're just talking about growth, compounding growth. So imagine say if you were 10,000, that's every year be a 10%